My name is Jason Tart. We are in Balls Creek, West Virginia. So what we have here is a 335-acre demonstration farm, basically. We call it the DIRT. It's officially the DIRT Demonstration Research and Training Farm. And basically we are demonstrating anything related to agriculture that can be done in Central Appalachia. Farming in the mountains is a very different model than traditional agriculture. So really identifying what agricultural opportunities exist in Central Appalachia, and we've created incubators around that here on this farm. In some cases, we've already started small businesses around some of those opportunities. But that's what this is, everything from fruit trees, berries, we have some livestock here, honey, maple syrup is something that we're talking about, and a variety of fruit trees at that. So there are a lot of things that we could be very good at in terms of food production in Central Appalachia. And that's what this is basically demonstrating, is putting all that together and training the community around it. So we have a lot of things here. What these people do is they come through here, they train, and through Benendum we have small business awards that we can give them. Problem is none of them have any land, so what have we done? We've started a land banking system here as well. I'm not going to farm 335 acres myself. I don't want to do that. But what I do want to do is create space for people in the community. So if we can allocate 10 acres or 15 acres to people that come through the program, as long as they're understanding what this is about, and there are several things that we live by. Conservation is built into everything that we do here in terms of agriculture, and I think you'll see as we go through here, and conservation can make us money. As I told the chief in Morgantown, you guys can make us money. Through agriculture, particularly conservation, we can take a lot of that mess that's been left behind and create opportunities around it. For example, what do you do with all of that lumber that's left laying on the ground? You process it, whether it be for mulch, whether it be for compost, making mushrooms, there are fertilizer, there are a bunch of different ways that we can capitalize on some of what we call garbage or mess and turn that into small business opportunities for people. And there is an abundance of it here. A lot of these things like mulch are multi-million-dollar niches. You have biochar and things along those lines that really are doing well around the world and making people a lot of money and also solving a lot of the problems. And then of course with the impact on the environment with the flooding and things that we have down here, being able to utilize those resources and turn that into something beneficial actually helps to mitigate some of the flood problems that we're having here as well. So it's a win-win really when you think about how conservation not only can help us environmentally, but it can also contribute to economic development in the area too with some of the things that we can produce utilizing conservation practices. Thanks to NRCS, there's a lot of things that I can see. For example, the number of maple trees that I have on the place. Thanks to these folks, I know what we have. I don't want to do maple syrup, but I have people in the program that do. So we're going to, this winter, wrap a training program around maple syrup production. 75% of the world consumes more goat meat than any other domesticated red meat, period. And West Virginia is prime real estate for goat production. Right now, Texas is the #1 producer. Tennessee is behind them, and the rest of it's pretty much free game, but that's a huge opportunity that we're missing out on here in West Virginia, and this is perfect for it. Honey is a big deal. You'll notice we have apiaries. The honey is West Virginia could produce the highest quality honey in the country, probably compete with anywhere. And this is the sweet spot, so. Right now we've built kind of like the birthing station, the infrastructure that will allow us to incubate and then take them from the incubator. Once they hatch, they'll go to a place to where they can gain some size, get a little bigger, and then we move them into what we call general population, into the larger building. They'll go from there into a mobile unit up on one of the logging roads. So that's kind of a progression. This model, under the canopy, going around the mountain, they have access to a great diet with all the bug life living under the composted leaves and logs and all those things laying around on the ground. The diet that these birds are exposed to is second to none. And of course, we have a lot of space in these mountains to really scale this, so we can do the numbers that we'd like. We get access to the mountains, then we can produce as many birds as we can produce. We love our crew, they love us. You know, we work very well together, and a lot of these folks that come through this program are kind of like ambassadors. You know, they go out and tell people, and a lot of them come through the program by word of mouth. We want this to be a place that is therapy for our community. It is a place they can come to and get answers, whether it be education and learning on what to eat, how to eat it, or how to grow your own food. And we feel like agriculture is vital to the future of this region.